So this episode today, hello.
What's up, y'all?
What's
Mitchell and
up?
Mitchell sip and spill.
Yes, Luke, we're about to enjoy ourselves as we always do. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something as we go forward. It, I can't really express how dope it is to have such a remarkable partner, where we, you can get a chance to ingratiate each other's passion for the things that you like. People have a zeal or I guess a desire to move forward in certain areas. So this is a very I always, and I'm from today on out, I will always give my partner flowers, because without her, and she says this about me, and I hadn't said this about her, but without her there is no show. I've been working on trying to do things similar to this for a couple of years now, and my partner Kim was like, "Let's do it," and she jumped on. She basically uh, just pushed me, just said, "Let's go," and just it was almost like, "Let's leave no inhibitions. Let's go," And we
Don't
just
talk about it, be about it.
don't talk about be about it. So anyway, so we're talking about it right now. We're just enjoying ourselves, and I haven't been as happy. I haven't been as appreciative of being pushed in the area that I'm really passionate about, like talking about. And I didn't know how to get this out because there's so many layers to us, and I didn't know how to get it out. I didn't know what to do. I know I like to talk,
Yeah.
and I was always told that I like to hear myself talk, which I'm doing now, obviously. But then I also like to show different sides of me. And she's so funny because I'll do a different version of character. We called each other a couple days ago, and she called me, and I had this different accent, and she was like, "Huh?" And when I tell you, she came in and she went in with the accent. I wish we could have recorded that, but it was just awesome. So anyway, today we're talking about it. I just want to get into that. I'm giving my partner flowers because it's some people just don't. She understands me. She saw me like in the dark room, like, you ever been in the room, and I tell people I'm like a shark. When I come to business, I'm a shark. You kind of tell in the room who else is a shark in the room. You can tell who has this. And so I can see Kim can see through a bevy of a group of people and be like, "Oh, he's my competition. He that person I need to go contact and see. He's the one getting the deal closed. He's the one I'm going to have to deal with and trying to convince who's going to take over this room. I might be getting rid of him." Me and my son had a conversation about that. My son had when we talked about that. So that's who Kim has been. So anyway, I'll prolong this. The topic for the day was pretty dope. I'm going to follow my partner's lead because I talked like 3 minutes already. It's about what you
Habits, patterns that destroy relationships.
Habits and patterns that destroy relationships. So when you say habits and patterns destroy relationships, can you kind of ex- uh, can you kind of elaborate on that if you don't mind?
Okay, so pull up a chair. I'm going to say that because this is something that came to me and I think that it was really good and I would love to share it. I think it's just like an eye opener,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
The things that stood out to me, I'm going to say about 5 things. These words like toxin, they tend to eat away at trust and intimacy that are the core of any relationship. So, like this, if you say this to your mate, this can be really detrimental. But when you saying it, you don't think that it's detrimental. So if you say, if you feel that way, maybe we should get a divorce. You should never say that in your marriage. Because
you feel this way, we should get divorced.
Yeah, we're just having a conversation. You're just in a moment. That's what I mean when you make a decision off a temporary emotion.
Damn. Okay, I'm following.
And you get mad and you react and then you say things that you just can't get back. You can't get that back. So that's number one.
And that's the thing I always follow too. I say is that's a phrase I say. You got to watch what you say because once you say it, you can't take it back. A friend of mine told me this about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was really dope. It's like watch because I was saying something to them one time. It's like be careful what you say because you can apologize for it, but I won't forget it.
See,
People can't take it back.
people don't forget how you make them feel at all. Sometimes they don't forget words either.
That part.
I'm just saying.
Womp womp.
Another one, number 2, is I hate you. That's just like saying I don't love you anymore. Is it really that important for you to say I hate you?
Mm.
I mean, we all have probably been guilty of when you're angry and you're in that moment before. You have so much power in that angry, and then it's when you're angry, you have so much power in that anger emotion, and you sometimes you just can't get that back. Like, oh, so that's how you really was feeling?
Damn.
And then that sticks, and then it just gets in your relationship, and then it just keeps growing and growing, and then it becomes havoc. And next thing you know, you can't get the shit out of your relationship.
Damn.
But I would say the good news is that once you apologize and made amends, those feelings can be immediately replaced with relief and gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
But that person got to be open-minded to it. And that's the problem. Most people nowadays, they shut down, shut you out, close the door, gone. And then they feel like, I'm just going to move away from this. And that's where you can't get in. That's when it grows and it becomes a terrible infection.
Damn.
That there's no cure for it, your relationship. So we want to stop diseases from getting in our relationships. Number 3, that's stupid. Otherwise known as you're being irrational. So if something makes sense to me, okay, it's rational to me. I'm not saying you, but to me, because I'm your partner.
So give me an example.
You need to be able to relate to that.
Give me an example, because I'm gonna use your phrase. So give me an example of what something's important to you that you saying to me, and then I'll give you that.
So if I say, okay, so if I just simply said that I want to, I just feel like in our relationship that, you know, I would like for me to be the one sometimes to make certain decisions.
Come on, man, that's stupid.
But no. I'm saying that to you because that's what I'm feeling. Because apparently I felt like I wasn't able to do that, and then you say, "That's stupid."
Yeah, that's
then that makes me. I know, and then that makes me feel like,
damn.
Do it even?
Wow.
Because you such in that place that you just go, that's stupid.
That's dumb as hell.
And I'm telling y'all, it truly shuts you down, and it just makes you feel like crap.
You know what's so fucking funny about that, Kimmy, is the fact that there are things that we say that in my mind, it's some things that we say that's kind of like in my mind, the perpetrator that says it's stupid, we may think it's arbitrary. The statement we say is arbitrary. And we actually may think that what we're saying to you, like, we're not really saying it's stupid. It's like, come on, you tripping.
Right.
But we don't realize that word, like you said, that what you say, your words hit like a fish, you said?
Yeah, because, you know, we each bring different perspectives and values into our relationship that need to be respected. It just works out better when you understand each other. Viewpoints rather than rushing to judgment or taking offense. And that's what we do all the time. So don't say that. Number 4, of course, a man and woman would think that. So now you're going to put it as a gender. It's just me thinking that. Stop saying that it's because, of course you're a man, you think that, of course you're a woman. That's what you were saying. No. Otherwise known as stick to a woman's business or this is a man's job. That's what you're really saying.
Sounds some damn type of shit.
But that's some stuff that people say all the time.
People say that.
And I know what I'm saying. They sound so simple, but yet so dead ass. You know, because it's something that we just used to say. Like I think I've said, I've been angry before and said, I just feel like I hate you. I'm not gonna lie to me. The moment that I said it, I felt regret and remorseful. And most of the time I could say I said it not to the person's face. It was just in the argument, and I just felt that. But I was, because I'm like, I don't want to love nobody that much that why I can even think about hate.
Damn.
I don't want to have that kind of power. Big on people taking my power away. But those things resonated with me. I don't know about you, but sometimes differences in the way we think do cause conflicts.
Okay.
Other terms, there's an issue that's being stewed from a long term, and then it finally just boils over. So I would say having a hard day has nothing to do with each other, but we can take it out on each other, and we should. We're going to have hard days, but we should take it out on one another.
Yeah, we should.
You should be my refuge. Like, you should be, listen, so guess what? Okay. So I think it's really cool. This is one of the things that I was willing that maybe one day I'll have in a relationship. And that is, you know what? Guess what? Okay, so, I want to give 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes? Okay. So I'm going to give you 20 minutes to run down what happened in my day. I got your undivided attention. So I know my 20 minutes, I'm going to make it work for me. I said, this, and that happened. And you're like, what, baby? I just, okay, now I told you what's going to know. What happened to you? How was your day? Oh, nothing bad. I was chilling out there. Okay. Now we both feel like we're hearing each other. Undivided attention, straight up, gave each other that.
Right.
You can't give each other no relationship. You can't feed into a relationship 20 minutes. And let me tell you something. It don't have to be, because we're talking about relationships, which is the most one, romantic marriage, but even partnerships and parents. Give that same energy and attention that you want. And I promise you, it could change the dynamics of your relationship. So we need to break some habits, y'all. That's the habits. Okay.
It's funny because those things seem like small idiosyncrasies.
Yeah,
but they're very serious. Like those small things.
That was 4.
It's not. That was 4. You got another one?
I got one more. Idiosyncrasies.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like those things that we think is like some real bad. I'm abusive and I'm gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna beat you down and I'm gonna cuss you out and cheat on you. It's these small things like that
that gets in your relationship and grows an infection that has no cure.
It's like
and you just got it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing that'd be crazy. And we don't see them because it's not so blatant.
Because we don't take it that. But I'm gonna tell you something. I have to add this. Mm-hmm. It's not the big things that be breaking up marriages and people running to get divorced. It be the small things that add up.
Yeah, and small things.
So I'm gonna be honest. Committed adultery. It's okay. I'm mad. I'm pissed. But you stay together. You still stay together. And then the fact that I just keep on telling you, like, you don't listen to me, you don't communicate with me, you don't spend no time with me in the way that I need. My needs need to be met this, that, and the way. And you ain't doing enough sick enough time. But we just got over the fact that adultery is committed, which was committed in the first place, which brought about all the other small things. And what happened is that big thing that you think you overcome turned to small things that you have to continue to keep overcoming. And that's where you get stuck. You be like, I'm tired. I'm tired. This is my decision. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of shit. It's done. Because you just overlooked all those small things.
Damn.
Isn't it crazy?
It's crazy, but it's a real thing. It's a absolute real thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to save relationships the best way I can. I'm sorry. I think another one. I thought I was done. This is one that we say. I'm guilty of this. You just like your mom and dad. You just like your
damn, because they think like, wait a minute, I am just like my mom and dad. What the fuck that's supposed to mean though? I thought that was a good thing. But
like, what is that? Like, why? So you got a problem with my mama? You got a problem?
Like, what you trying to say with mom and dad that you apparently ain't told me already, or whatever?
It's much better to address the actual problem. You know what I'm saying? Rather than using some value in an insult. Or number 7. Get off my case. Otherwise, when they stop nagging, no woman want to hear that. If I'm talking to you about something, I mean, I'm bothered. I'm bothered by it. Things is, you know what I'm saying?
To me, it sounds like old. As to me, I haven't heard a lot. Well, that sounds like some old shit, like nagging type of shit. That's like some old.
It's not old. But they doing it to me.
It's black young men saying that.
Shut the fuck up.
They don't say nothing. Listen, I'm talking about y'all. Leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Telling a person to stop nagging you ain't never been.
Oh, and whatever way they say, that's another word. Like you, so what you say? Why you remember that song that them getting crazy guys? They did like a meme. Why you asking all them questions? Something assuming. It was like a goofy ass.
What it say? Or I heard this a lot. You straight pushing me away. I mean, I'm telling you, pushing me away because I'm telling you what's bothering me. I'm telling you what my concern is to push you away. So instead, I usually would say apologize and try to change the behavior. I've even asked to keep reminding because changing lifelong habits isn't easy. But guys, you need to do that because that's gonna if you want to save your relationship, you probably don't want to be doing stuff like that. Probably and not. 8, this is mine.
Bless them, Jesus.
Oh, I don't like this, and this is so simple. I think I may have said this to my partner. I hate this when they say, just relax. I just had a talk today with my son, and he said, Mama, I said, well, if you stop telling me that, because I hate that.
Relax.
Because I'm already relaxed. So
I'm like telling somebody to calm down.
Right, I don't want you to just relax and calm down. Otherwise, no, and stop thinking about it. If I'm bothered by it, then I should be able to talk about it, right?
That's true.
Don't tell me to just relax.
I do want to say a side note, though.
8 toxic phrases that you shouldn't say.
Is that one of them?
That was all 8 of them.
All 8 of them toxic phrases. But listen, that's funny. Can I say something if you don't mind me, Kimmy?
Stop.
Something
relax.
Something me and my wife say that we know it's like our little like a safe word. When shit getting out of hand and we know we're finna go, we say calm down. And everybody hates somebody telling them to calm down. I know. When we say calm down, all we can do is fucking laugh because we know the fuck you ain't talking to me. Calm your ass down. And so we have to stop. I'm just saying this ain't part of that, but for us, calm down is me and Kim talked about that the other day. She said that a couple weeks. She's like, nigga, don't ever tell me to calm down. I was like, man, me and the wife said it to each other, and that's our way of laughing. We know you gotta be fucking with me. I gotta tell you a funny story. I tell you off air. I said I asked her to do something for me, and she said she's going to something no, because in the poly world, whatever. So she was saying I was salty about her doing something for somebody else's hair. Remember I was saying about that? And it was so funny because I was like, can you do something for me? Like, can you do something for my hair, blah, blah, blah. And she said, she's like, nah, I'm sorry. I'm already doing something for somebody else. And she was like, are you fucking kidding me? But that's like, calm down. But anyway, let's go into what her saying right there. That whole thing, like, stay calm. 8 phrases, and I'm going to list them so y'all can remember. Come over me in one, starting one. One is.
You want me to go over it again?
One Kim.
I'm moving on. I'm sorry. I'm moving on. I'll say it again. But I'm moving on because we're doing habits and patterns.
Okay.
So I'm doing 5 toxic patterns that keep us in an unhealthy, relationships.
Okay.
So if you tend to attract like toxic companions and stuff, you might want to take a look at yourself.
Oh my God,
It might be because you have some personality traits and that contribute to the toxic relationship. You've fallen into a pattern. You may be watching as someone gets stuck in a pattern of behavior.
My God. That
keeps attracting unhealthy people.
Shit.
Or you can see yourself. If you want to be keeping 100,
I'm looking in the mirror right now.
Whether it's you or friends, these habits and patterns can be broken with a little insight and reflection, making room for true love that lasts a lifetime. Okay, so let's get into it.
I'm listening.
First one. Okay. Low self-esteem.
My God.
When people have poor self-esteem, they frequently think they're incapable of being loved and cared for by somebody. They get into relationship with individual people that treat them the way they view about themselves. I mean, and that's sad. That's sad when you get into a relationship and you kind of relate with that person because the way they treat you is the way you treat yourself. Mm-hmm. That's all you.
All you.
So people with low self-esteem frequently stay in a dysfunctional relationship because they believe they don't deserve better or are unable to attract someone with healthy relationship skills. And when they do reach somebody with healthy relationship skills, they self-sabotage because they simply say, this is abnormal. Real and being treated the right way and a healthy relationship is so very unfamiliar is to damn near make the person say, that's unhealthy. That's sad. But true.
But true.
So, low self-esteem comes from a pattern of thinking that can be broken and habits can be healed. That's, So, it will be necessary to work on increasing your self-confidence to modify that feature. But number 2, being loyal to everyone. To make a relationship succeed, both parties must be trustworthy and devoted to one another.
Okay.
But there's such a thing as being overly loyal. Did you ever know that?
To whom though?
Okay, to everyone, especially when it means, especially when it means remaining in a bad relationship. Loyalty is a personality trait that, if not managed properly, can lead you wrong. You should be extremely cautious if you quickly form loyalties towards somebody or make a habit of giving people the benefit of the doubt too early, which a lot of us is guilty of. I know I am. Mm-hmm. Often, all you want is for someone to feel that way about you. Mm. Or you to feel comfortable in the knowledge that you'll never be alone. That's it. Okay, so it might mean staying in hazardous settings for far too longer than you should. That's that overly loyal. You can't be loyal to everybody. You should be loyal to you. You should be your first and foremost. Number 3, codependency. People with codependent personalities are more likely to wind up in toxic partners.
Damn.
Mainly because they're drawn to partners who need them and want to be saved. Likewise, vice versa. They frequently associate with toxic people to have someone to repair. They may also be in a relationship whom their partners seem to need to fix. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit because I'm a fixer. You come to me in any type of relationship, I want to immediately provide a solution. Let's get it done. I'm like that. I want to make it happen. But however, what I've learned is that everybody don't need fixing, or everybody can appreciate the work that I will put in for them to be fixed. They like their toxic little life. They like their little toxic little way.
Damn.
What the hell I need to be going there trying to mess up their toxicity?
Damn. Shit.
So codependency tendencies can be found in childhood experiences. It starts that way. Seeing a therapist may be worthwhile. It sees me. Okay, so discover what is leading you to wind up in these harmful relationships, and this is why I do this stuff, not just for us, but our friends. But number 4 is high empathy. This is comparable to being too kind, and it might lead you to becoming involved with a needy or toxic person as well.
Wow. That was...
People with high level of empathy are often sensitive, empathetic, and forgiving people. Yeah, I know. I can relate to it. But I can find myself in toxicity relationships if I don't contain what I have to give in the process of helping them, which can be a real kind of awkward place to be in, because it's really no gray area when you want to be empathetic and then you want to fix. So I get that. But toxic people who have a history of exploitation and dominance and abuse are more likely to get away with certain actions when their partner has a high level of empathy. So true. Because that person keep wanting to understand.
Oh my God.
It's a trend, but it can be broken. A person with high empathy may also find that they need to switch it off to function into the world, and that too can contribute to toxicity relationships.
Damn.
Both of these are very important habits to break down if you relate to any of this. Empathy is a good quality to have. Mm-hmm. As a result, the aim here would be to defend rather than decrease it. If you have high level of empathy, keep in mind that many people with toxic behavior patterns perceive persons with high levels of empathy to be their perfect spouse. You know why? Because they're going to continue to put up with their stuff. They're going to continue to have that same empathy no matter what they're doing. Consider following the strategies for preserving empathy. Implement limits. Think twice before giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Uh-huh. And seek education or better understanding of certain dangerous, manipulative personality types that exploit others.
Damn. Manipulative personality types that exploit others.
And number 5, a lack of self-knowledge. Don't be shocked if you have trouble in a good relationship. If you don't yet understand who you are, and I've been preaching this all week, or what you desire. If you don't understand who you are and what you desire, should you be sharing fluids? Let's just get right to it. Should you? Cardi B got a song that say, a broke ninja don't deserve no pee. So it's like, well, a broke ninja need love too. Why are you trying to figure it out? But is it okay? Is it right for you to be on top of my body while you being healed? Damn, that's not okay. But that's what we do, and then we keep going on because you don't have these type of conversations. You don't get these type of understandings. You don't get these agreements of what you're gonna do, because if I'm in that headspace and this is where I'm at, then I need to understand that's where I'm at. No matter sex or it's gonna change that. I'm still in that space. I'm gonna have the little time of release with your little boy. And then that's it.
She said some way of saying some funny shit.
I know I am, but I'm just saying, like, we gotta stop that happening. Lack of self-knowledge. The excellent thing is that if you're aware of these characteristics, they said it's much easier to change them. They said if you know better, you do better. That's not always true, because you can know better and still do wrong.
Damn it! Yeah.
But while changing your poor habits and behaviors may take time, simply being conscious of what you bring to the table is the first step toward developing healthy connections. Yeah. See, I can tell that all the time. We can talk and we can say, hey, I said, well, at least we can recognize it, because that's what puts you in a more, that gets you your seat at the table. I can recognize it, because when your ass in denial, you ain't going nowhere. You got your feet on the gas to go forward, but the damn car reverse.
Yeah, that's a hell of a pickle to be in.
Yeah.
Look, your ass going looking in one direction and shit thinking about to go forward. You backing up and hit the fire hydrant and shit. Damn it.
Right. But that's why you keep wondering why you keep getting stuck, why you keep hitting stuff, why you just keep doing it. That ain't cool. The last that I want to discuss is 3 games that men play that are insecure men.
Oh my God.
Insecure men play in relationships. So you're wondering if he's a keeper?
Let's find out.
Let's break it down. Shit. Oh, wait.
Here we go.
That until the evening. You wonder if he's a keeper, but that's until the evening where he becomes a no-show.
Damn.
For dinner, he doesn't mention forgetting your date. And when he calls, he then says it's all your fault when you break it up. You hang up or stop texting dumbfounded. The next time something similar happens, you start to doubt yourself, not the relationship. You wonder what you're doing wrong, and the next thing you know, you're crying into your pillow and believing you're not good enough. Damn. That's exactly how it happens. You're giving your all and then you start wondering. But real talk, it's him that's insecure.
Damn.
But he can play that game with you
because
put it on you allow it.
Okay.
Stop the madness. The game of life and love is way too short to spend time on someone who doesn't value you.
Ooh,
that is a women and men. If you're in a relationship and a person you don't feel valued, trust me, you don't want to be in that relationship. You deserve to be valued. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to feel the way you want to feel all the time. You damn sure should feel that. That's it. That's all. It's just that simple. You don't need to be saying because he do this and because she do this and because he do that and this and that. Listen. Everything is not good just because it look good. And even everything ain't good just because it might feel good. You want to be good and great all the time. You want to look and feel good. How about that?
Got it.
So, number 1, let's talk about the most one they do is blame. Words can hurt you as much as damn stone or stick, right?
I said words hit like a fist, don't you say that? Can I say
people,
that?
Yep. What you want?
Okay.
People point the finger to get the upper hand, much like they keep a poker face in a card game. Blaming and projection may be largely subconscious, but that makes it even more dangerous to a relationship. Blamers lack self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Yet they don't want to admit it, so they need to fault with you instead of looking at themselves. It's your damn fault. You the reason why I'm doing this. How you ever know? You did something, you with somebody, they did something, right? Mm-hmm. And then the thing didn't work out for them, but then they said, well, it was your ass. Because if you would have did this, then this, and you're like, what? Like, how did it become my fault?
That's another thing. You're right.
That blame is terrible. That's how you know he insecure. Product words of blame start a game that will only produce 2 losers. Even though the person blaming the other thinks they'll come out on a victor, but you don't. All it's going to do is go back and forth. So what to do if someone blaming you? First, you get some perspective. Take time alone to talk to a friend, a coach, a therapist, about what part of life you've taken in and all this back and forth name calling. How much are you responsible for? Are you more the blamer or the blamee? I'm telling you, if we slow down and think sometimes, it shows us a lot of more things than we thought. So, act like a scientist and gather concrete data on the blame that happens. It's all when you're trying to get closer, when you're feeling especially great about yourself or having a really good day. Have a talk with your friend and your partner. Number 2, shame.
Sure.
A close, more subtle cousin of blaming, right? Mm-hmm. Shaming is on the rise these days, especially on social media. However, shaming in a relationship can be toxic. People can shame you without any action on your part. They can call you and insinuate you even breathing wrong. The hell? Sometimes we out here, we doing our shows, we don't know what we're going to get back. We building our show, we don't know. But once you get on this platform, you do need to be ready. You need to be ready for people to say all kind of things about you. You need to be ready.
I know she keep getting people wanting to see she's beautiful, but she is. It's fine.
But yeah, but we're gonna get the people to be like, like we play characters and we do things, but we don't want, you know what I'm saying? And we can make fun of things because this is a love, laughter, comedy show. Yeah. We're variety. We like to come serious. We like to come, you know what I'm saying? We have fun. We like to be silly. We like to do it all. But at the same time, like I told Ed just today, that no matter what you do, people be wanting to be credentialed in every field, but you can have every damn degree in the world, and I'm gonna tell you something, it will not help you for the experience of the streets. So you qualified by experience. So at the end of the day, it does not matter. It does not matter what somebody they're gonna talk about you regardless. They're gonna leave a comment, they're gonna say something, they're gonna ask you, is you this and you that? No. But the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, let's take a second here. So you see me doing what I'm doing, right? And I'm in my element. Okay? I'm doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But your ass asking me a question.
Right.
Just because you're not in Europe.
God
you ain't ready for me. That's for you. Okay. What to do if someone's shaming you in a relationship? Don't buy into the shame and walk away. Yeah, the shame game is never a good relationship to be in.
It can't be.
It means we're not owning our own stuff.
No.
That's the number one thing. It comes from a place of desperation and fear. Just like on top of hurt, then anger comes. I'm mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then there's reaction, and then there's a response. And they just keep going on and on and on. The pattern just keep going on and on. But you can stop the pattern and say, this is where I'm at, this is where I feel. Done deal. Let's let it go. That's it. Shame also creates a vicious circle of codependency. We just talked about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We become too afraid to leave our partnership, our office, or our friendship, while they continue to make us feel less than, so we won't leave. Ain't that sad? We'd rather just be we just say, it's a lot of sad people out there that was like, I was one of those people. Thank God I left. Don't engage. If the shaming becomes chronic, distance yourself emotionally and physically for good. Number 3, fame.
Fame?
Often people who blame and shame us are quite successful because their own self-blames results in them becoming perfection tendencies or having perfection tendencies. The external glitter is what attracts us in the first place. So blamers and shamers don't want to fail. And their self-esteem is often so low that they can't admit it. So they hide behind that. They may lie, make excuses, throw problems at others, all so they can keep their festering feelings of inadequacy a big secret. They feel like imposters up there, or they're on their starlit stage, and they would do anything not to fall off the pedestal. And probably many others that they put on.
That's why.
So what to do if it is using you to boost their own ego? You may sense the sadness and underline the angers in people who want to blame and shame you. You may want to help or heal the person because you care. You make your own excuses for them. You make your own suggestions. And they may intermittently reward you with a shower of attention and affection. Again, intermittently. Like constant and consistently telling you how good and great you are. I just can sit here and tell you, as I sit here in front of y'all today, you can know that you're great. You can know you're good. But then you still don't get the person that you want out of that person because they already feel somebody is greater and good. So you don't want to just be in that, fall short. and then you just stay there because you don't think you have the standard or the morale to desire and require more. I say don't do that to yourself.
Damn.
So on that note, I want to thank you guys for just sitting up and listening to me. I read these articles and I thought they were great.
Yeah.
And they were touching me, and I wanted to share them with y'all as I always do.
Your
girl Kimmy Kim gonna always give it to you real. That's what I do.
Your boy Eddie Ed. I'm trying to make that Eddie Ed work thing, but it probably ain't working. But Kimmy Kim and Eddie Ed, I'm gonna do that on one of our. I'm gonna have Eddie Ed on there. You're probably gonna laugh at it.
I think he wants to be Eddie Ed.
I don't know if it's working, but
I don't give a damn what he is.
Right.
But all I know, to me, he's my co-partner. He said. And
but she's just so cute. I just like this. She's like, I'm Kimmy Kim. I'll be like, I'm Eddie. She'd be like, just stop.
We're Mitchell&Mitchell.
We are Mitchell.
We are not related, but we straight up family.
We are family. I love her.
So if you mess with his, you mess with mine. Yes. All of a sudden, I done gained, 2 boys and a beautiful daughter and a wife. We're family.
You got 3 boys. You got 3 boys.
Oh, I got how many more now?
You got 3. You got 3 more sons.
I can't wait to meet them.
3 more sons and a daughter, and you actually get a daughter now.
I get a
and
daughter.
She has dimples.
Oh, I can't wait to meet them.
That's gonna be amazing.
And I get a wife.
And you get a wife.
So I'm very, very happy about my extended family.
So, and listen, like, subscribe, and share. We've always show appreciation for our people that rock with us and that love us. We love you guys back, and we are very, very open to your criticism and your comments and your advice and your support. And so rock with us, fucks with us, But yeah, great conversation, great content. My girl always giving us, we call them Kimmy Gems.
Yeah.
And I'm always learning something new from her. It's always a great thing. I've always been a person that's been in the driver's seat when I'm always giving out things. But to be in a position with somebody who she can just drop some shit on me, it's a blessing. So, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for rocking with us.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate you.
See y'all on the next episode.
On the next one, honey bunnies.
All right.
Goodbye.